Oh well, it's now misspelled something. Great. Oh, what the hell? Oh, yay. They're doing a ad. That's annoying. For me, when I want to preview my own video, I've got to watch ads. That's just... And also, muting it does not mute it. That's really, really thank you. I needed that so much. So I have that. Let's go... No. I have the ship. Turn on cap locks because... Oh, yeah, that one doesn't have an outfitter. That's why. So let's land here. Get our recharger, IFF decoder, and a gravimetric sensor. It already has a cloaking organ on it, so I don't need to worry about that. That's very nice. Because I only have 1.2 million left. So, no, do they? I gotta remember where, because I seem to remember some of them let you do so. Okay, so mission BBS. See. Yeah. At this point, I think I want. That's great. Yeah. So the hold off is 100 days. I think. Well, this is. I think it's C. Let's go find out. Set preferences. Key settings. Cloak. Engage cloak is you. I must say, some of them... Look! I'm mostly invisible. Nice. This is very, very helpful. Albeit it drains my shields, which is not that great a plan. I think... Oh, no it doesn't. Like, well, yes, it drains my shields. I think the advanced organ doesn't. You. But that's very nice function. So, I don't think I can do very much in the way of the route. Not really, aside from cavalry. There's not a whole lot of places I think I can land that will let me hire. Well, is there? Oh look, a Cambrian. It's a 250,000 just to hire him. See, I don't want him leaving partway through. Is part of the problem. Here maybe? This is also a much faster ship than the Dragon. Land here. I want to see. What's the higher? The thing is, I have a feeling that 100 days. Like I want fast jumping, and 100 days makes life so much easier. So we're gonna be kind of wasting time here. Yeah, where I want is Versailles. I very much like to have had gotten to the Cambrian level, but that takes a long time. See, you don't get rolled by Karasi. Oh, there. So let's accept some of these. Done. So let's go here. And we land. Yay. Is there anything I want to buy the map because I want to see what's out that way. Doesn't give me a whole lot extra. That was silly, but that's okay. So I know they have a fair amount of extra stuff. So and there's two. Accept and accept. And I think that's that way. I'm not doing that. Nothing to bar. Nothing to hire. Nope. Alright. Done. Yay. I'm only really going to take that mission. They said to watch the things. It's 40% chance, and I want two. Expensive one. That one. Leave. Because I kind of want to fill in some of this too. Because yes. 15, 12, 25. Oh, I'm done. No, there isn't. You know what? See, the problem is, for some of these, it's really quite a bit easier to go around. It really is. For Bavaria, so the big one. Mission BBS. And what I want is that one. Where am I going now? Oh, back again. That's freaking hilarious. Okay, so done. And we land here, I believe. Here we go. I don't know. That is almost. That was over there. Way up there. No, I'm taking both the Travana. Out of curiosity, let's land here. I'm sorry, but I'm not doing that one right now. This is the next one for the mission, but I really want to wait for the other one. Clear route. I want to actually clear up some of this. Yeah, it's the one that's the Ring World. It's a tribute to It's Ring World, but hey. I just need to refresh my chat here. Not that I think there's anyone connected to it, but let's check anyway. Here we go. Back over here. And leave. I don't think, yeah, that was not a in the world, so it didn't give me anything. I think it didn't refill my fuel. Well, I'm not going the other direction, so let's go finish that. Travano. Traro. That's Travano. And the 15,000, 1,200. Done. Accept. Accept. There we go, like so. Again, it's just easier to go around the outside to try to do that. Actually, not quite, but yeah. It's just easier. And 12. Which one is off towards that? None of them. don't think there's any escorts. I want to go back and see. I don't think it is yet, but go and see. 100 days has been a third of a year, and I don't think I ended in April. So, go this way. Yep. Must say the non-Newtonian ships are much easier to fly. These are more realistic. Nope. Not paying enough attention to care. And 1,500 credits. I still don't want to do that one. Isn't, and I have what I want. Leave. And we go like so. This is... Oh, look at those. That's not what I want to see. Not for this mission. I really don't want to do that. I know it's offering, but I don't want to do that. It's the same to get to the center. And I still... Oh, I can get a Cambrian. Oh dear. I thought it was more expensive. I thought it was more expensive. What's the date today? August 14th. That's 30 days. No. I really would like it if I could rename it. I'm very tempted to do some runs. I don't have enough cash to do those, though. I'd have, I'm very tempted. Very, very tempted to do this. Yeah, I am. You, my friend, are trilobite. Why? I think it's I. It'll be misspelled if it's misspelled. You are the trilobite. Now we do have to do this. And leave. This, even with double speed, is a slow ship. 3, 4, 6. Done. It has 12 dumps. Good. This is a slow ship. Very slow ship. Kinda wish I had more credits right now. But that should accelerate pretty quickly. You need to land here. Center. Oh, this is the. Oh well. I will. I need, say, 75,000 done. Because what I need to do is go here. And, this doesn't, like, barely goes fast enough to require it to slow down. See, this will get me the 100 days I need to get the fast travel organ. Trade center. Sell. Yeah, 29,000 would be good. Now. And we do this because if I'd known that, I would have done this earlier. I would have had a lot more money sooner. No, you need to go up that way. You need to land right now. Trade center. Sell. Sell a couple. Yeah, that's good. Mission BBS. Isn't. I want the fast travel organ first. September 28th. See, this one jumps time a lot faster. So a couple of these runs will be enough to jump the time forward I need for that fast travel organ. Center. S. Sell. B. I. Sell. Yeah. That should be enough. It's just enough to refill the, and this is going to ramp up pretty quickly. And Alt S, sell, and Alt B, I can get 2,300. Sell, 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 done, leave. And there's actually absolutely no balancing of any economy here. So this run is just fine for this. And you're gonna land here. And there's that. So 1.6 million by 1687. Oh, that's done. Once I have enough to fill a full Cambrian, I should have enough money for a little while. Okay, you go up here. You're gonna land. And Trade Center. Yes, sell. Okay, hold on a second, I just want to check something. Yeah. You get that run. Then buy that. Have enough for the thing, and I have almost 1 million left. As I told you, it's gonna go ramp up pretty quickly. So, and leave. That's what a big ship does. The money making goes pretty darn quickly. And this probably isn't going to be the run that's going to be the full of opals, but oh, it is the full of opals run. Very close to closely full of opals, but I am full of opals. Even though this is the full of opals, I think I'm actually going to do another run, because unless this is 5.27 million, plus I've million and a quarter in the ship. Yeah, I think we're done. They'll hit par. Done. There are fast ways to spend 5.27 million in this storyline. There really are. Like where the Velo storyline, which I've already done, has other things. Oh, I can't buy it here. That sucks. Uh-huh. I think this is the shipyard. This one is the shipyard. No, it's after. Is the science station actually a shipyard? No, it isn't. It's an outfitter. I do have a shipyard, so it's the other one. It's the other station. Please tell me I can buy another one. Another Zephyr. Yes. I can't buy another Zephyr. That really sucks. Not here anyway. Let's go to Mahari. I know I can buy another Zephyr. Land of Mahar. This is a fairly high tech area shipyard. I can buy another Zephyr. See. Yeah, that sucks. This is the, let's not name this something. I don't know. The Orion's Peace. There we go. I don't know. I'm really bad at naming things. So let's go. Yeah. Oh, does it give? Yeah. A message to Jorrit back. Message from Miranda. We've recently intercepted some radio traffic which suggests that the Federation may be looking to launching a raid near their defenses in an effort to gain some intelligence on our capabilities. We'd like you to head over the Canio system and see if there's any buildup of forces there before returning to Nilhammer's rear, the Molchizner system, with any intelligence you might have. Good luck. I stupidly accepted that before I went here. Oh, I did go there, didn't I? Oh crap. Clear route. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to stop there because I kind of want to save because they're going to be pissed at me. IFF. Recharge, outfitter. I forgot these. Okay, done. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Leave. Nice bit is because I've done the 2, 3. Okay. It drains my shields. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Whatever they're doing, are they pissed at me, or are there any ships? Yeah, there are a few. I don't know so much that this is a large departure from what they normally do. But let's go look. Yeah, oh, there's a rage gunboat. So, oh no, I gotta land. That's right. Yes, I know. But I want to get right over the ship. Okay, I don't know if I actually accomplished this. Let's see what I have to do. As soon as you land, your hatch is opened by gray-looking Nicomoria. Nikamoria. Warrior bursts into your ship. It appears that the reports of the Federation probe were accurate, he begins seriously. Apparently, they either saw you and tailed you to the system, or they were coming here and left not long after you did. Regardless, they're about to jump into this system. We could really use your help, Captain Jorah Black. Are you prepared to defend the Polaris people? Sure. Somehow, he nods approvingly. You begin to fit the legend more closely the longer you stay amongst us. Meet us in orbit, he finishes, leaving you with a thousand unanswered questions. Together, we will show the Federation that they will not be, that we will not be treated in this manner. If you survive or return here, and you will be recompensed. Yeah, they want me to fight shit, and to be absolutely honest, I'm gonna go cloak and stand off while they beat the shit out of each other. Leave. Get the hell out of the way. Ah, shit, I was disabled. I have a feeling I'm very dead. Close. Greetings. I need assistance, so... No, I need, something else to come into the system other than you. Just about got my ass handed to me, but... Hey, don't talk to me. Talk to him. Greetings. Crap. Open pilot. Jorah Black. Absolute better way of doing it. My ass handed to me. Thank you, but no. I did absolutely nothing. After completing your post-fight routine, you head out to see that if you can find a few answers. You are met by the same warrior who talked with you before the battle. Do you realize, he asked rhetorically, that you're first outsider in around 6 centuries who has helped us defend our borders? Maybe what they are beginning to say about you is true. Regardless, he continues, speaking more directly, the Polaris give generously to those who help them. Your account has a total of 10,000 credits transferred into it in payment for your courageous service. With that he bows and begins to move away and turns back after taking a few steps. I am honored to have met you, he says, almost nervously. If you do become the one spoken of in legends, I will be a glad man, for you have a good heart. As he walks away, you find yourself left with more questions unanswered than ever. Yeah. Let us go and see if the 100 days is done. This is January 9th. I know it was at least August. Upon exiting your ship, you are greeted by Pagena Verlana. Verlana has come up with a new design, Pagena begins in a quiet, somehow formal manner, that incredibly reduces the energy signature of folding space-time. It should leave no trace on most sensor types to pick up. Of course, continues Verlana, in a much more animated fashion, we have to do a series of comprehensive tests before we can start growing mass organ farms. Are you prepared to help us out again? Yes. Thank you, exclaims Verlana with grateful exuberance. We have removed the old cloaking organ from Zephyr and grown a new one with the new capabilities. When you're ready, she continues pleasantly, if you could take off from the station, try to observe it as it flies around the system, cloaking and uncloaking. When you have observed it for a while, return to the station. As with the last experiment, Jenna adds with bookish exactitude, we will be loading the very same hollow scanning technology on board your ship as you were carrying the last time. Anyway, we will be ready when you are. Leave. I have no idea where this one's going to come in. There it is. And it's there. I see it. It's right there. Stop that. There we go. And let's land, because that's what I need. As you take your time going through the airport's flight routine, knowing that all the Padet and Verash will be eagerly waiting outside your ship. As soon as you finish, you step out of your hash, you invite them to begin their work with a smile and a nod to acknowledge their newfound manners. Jenna comes over to you with an elderly grey cloak warrior in tow. This is Luso. Jenna introduces the lean man with obvious respect. He's the leader of the Nickel Moria, and he wants to have a word with you. I've heard quite a lot about you, he begins smoothly. From what I've heard about you from Miranda, Miss Andrea, and Pagena here, you're a fairly resourceful man, and you are the closest thing we have to an expert on the universe outside Polaris space. There is a fairly important scouting mission going to occur soon. I'm going to recommend that you be the one to take it. In the meantime, he adds significantly, I've removed my objections to you having access to some of our more basic warrior technology. I want you to keep an eye out, he finishes quietly. I'll be keeping an eye out for you. Yay, I can buy stuff apparently. That reminds me I have to leave to land again. No. I have to go elsewhere. Not that this place won't offer it once I've done that, but let's land them. And outfitter, Polaris jammer is the one I can do here. Get Zephyr here, and Nilpistra. I think it's the advanced cloaking organ. Outfitter. Yeah, see, fusion reactor. Which is actually better than the they have. Okay, so we have and see, this is the first one. We have made some advances in the design of the cloaking organ, and we're wondering if you were interested in helping us with our testing. There's a ship waiting to escort you. Leave. Yeah, a scarab. They're much more capable than most other ships. And okay, where am I supposed to go? Oh, they're gonna make me do that. Um. Oh. Okay, so it was elsewhere, was it? Okay. Did I screw that up? No. Okay. That would be the next story mission. Um, yeah. Okay, so I've done that. I've returned here. I've observed, that's a repeatable. I can go and get 100,000. Ah, yay. Leave. It's repeatable. All I have to do is go here, hang around while yeah. You were met by a young gray cloaked warrior upon landing. I wanted to meet the man who's becoming legend, he smiles in a quiet manner. In the quiet manner all the Nikamoria seem to have. So I offer to pass on to you their thanks for your service and inform you that 100,000 credits have been transferred in your account. Once again, the warrior walks away. You're left standing with the same unanswered questions as before. 10 tons. Uh, so, see, what I really want to do is 5, 6, 7, 8 ton. afterburner. I want horizontal booster and a port and polish. They're pocket change, really, and none of this is useful. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't think so. Also the fact that the actual hull for these repair themselves slowly. Okay, yeah, that's clocking order, that's good. I want to go back to Versailles because I think I missed something there. I think it may have... Okay, so... Okay. That should have been an immediate trigger. Okay. Fair enough. Apparently I completed that without actually completing that. You spot the deep auburn hair and slender figure of Miranda as soon as you leave your ship, and you make your way over. Oh, you surprised me, she jumps a little when you tap her on the shoulder. But I'm glad you did. I've been trying to track you down for some time. Now, now that space is open to exploration, she explains, her colorful cheerful grin returning. The Padet are beginning to send ships out to the nearest systems to begin researching the areas. Unfortunately, they believe in slow, steady progress, which makes good scientific sense, but is not necessarily so good in terms of politics or security. The Council and the Nicomoria want to know more about the further reaches of the region to see if there's anything they need to know about, in case they have to deal with it. Because while it's wonderful that Wraith space is now open to us, we have also opened our space up to the Wraith, and we don't know if that will cause any problems. Are you interested in going on a scouting mission? Sure. Thanks, Captain Joran Black, she tells you gratefully. We have been a little worried about this ever since our talks with the Wraith. Yeah. Considering that's another part of the storyline that didn't come through very well. Anyway, We really need to know if there's anything out there that might affect us in any way so that we can prepare for it ourselves. If you could explore the far western edges of race space, Miranda continues, and perhaps even a little beyond, it would give us a large amount of information about the outside universe. We are actually less interested in what lies within race space as what lies beyond it. So much space north of the Federation is known to us. If you find anything that needs our attention, report back to us on Moraharo as soon as possible. Well, good luck, she finishes with a devastating smile. I hope to hear from you in a few months. And this, if I remember correctly, is... Oh, God. Oh, man, I don't remember what I have to do for this. I think I need to go here. But I will actually do some searching. Because they don't think of anything other than that. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. Let's land first and refuel. Because they don't think of refueling. Leave. So I go 6 jumps out and 6 jumps back. 1, 2, 3. They don't like me for some reason. Like shit. Yeah. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Then, I don't think there's anything I really need here. Is this one that I can actually get an outfitter from? Is it neutral? So I know it's neutral. It is not. 2, 3. 2, 6. Done. Leave. good, there'll be an outfitter here. What I want is some of these. Because I don't have a recharge otherwise. 1, 2, 3. Done. Doesn't. Oh, tackle. Done. Outfitter, I also want a outfitting, trading. That's where I want to go. This is the shipyard. It should have. What else has outfitting? I want an afterburner. It's not all that hard. Afterburner it is. They will not sell me an afterburner. Okay. They don't sell them, so okay, so realistically 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 done. Yeah. You're greeted by several armed guards when you land, a vaguely familiar man wearing a general's uniform. I am General Cade Smart, he introduces himself. We have scanned your vessel repeatedly, and I believe at least some of the technology is Polaris in origin. I don't know why it's question mark. You nod, careful not to move overly much, as the soldiers with their weapons trained on you look ready to fire at even the smallest untoward twitch. If you are a friend of the Polaris, then we have no argument with you, he continues quickly. But I must ask you to leave. This station is an outpost of the rebellion against the Bureau of Internal Investigation, and though we have no desire to start any other conflict, we must maintain our security. I apologize for treating you in this way, but I'm afraid that if we are to succeed in our war with the Bureau, we have little choice. You are bundled back on board your ship and left alone. It does not take much deduction to realize that the Polaris will want to hear about this. I think that's one of the few missions that actually directly kicks you off the station. And yeah, to be honest, I actually really do want to land on Rebel 2. Oh, is there one built in? Maybe I can't buy one. Yeah, land. It's just I want to refill. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. Hurry. And let's land. You're greeted by the auburn-haired Miranda in what looks like her official black robes when you land. We inducted 22 new Mohari today, she explains almost sadly when she sees you eyeing her robes quizzically. Now they too must begin to try to wipe aside our shame. You eye her askance, wondering what could cause such a happy, jubilant person to become so melancholy. Uh, the Murhari caste is the most shameful of castes, she tells you in response to your unspoken question. We are born as a result of a civil war. We enter caste because we cannot make it into any other. We must serve all other Polaris wherever we can, but we have the overwhelming duty of standing in judgment over our fellow citizens if necessary. We are the faithless servants who must betray our masters for the perceived greater good. That is why we wear black, as a mark of our shame, and to remind us that, despite any powers we might have, we are not worthy to call ourselves Polarans. But enough about us, she explains, her smile returning to her face again. What did you find out about the nether regions of the universe? You quickly recount the events of your landing on a station called Rebel 2 in the Coria system, off to the west of Wraith Base. Miranda listens intently to your report without interruption until you finish. This is interesting, she muses thoughtfully. You could have discovered something that could affect us greatly. Anything that might destabilize the Federation would have an enormous effect on all known space. I will download your sensor data from your ship, she continues seriously, and transmit to the Council on Killary for them to have a look at. Once they have viewed it, they will come up with some sort of decision regarding the plan of action, and then we may have to get things rolling pretty quickly. Keep an eye around the place, as I may need you urgently to make contact with you at some stage. I want to go see if I can unlock some of the better equipment, because I'm supposed to have been able to at some point here, and I really would like to. I think I've, yeah, damn. I think I've missed it, at least for now. That sucks. I'm not going to Mohari right now. Let's go to Nilpestra and see if there's any missions at Nilpestra. Should BBS? Nothing here, but there might be on the planet. So let's land on the planet then. Oh, it is a shipyard. Outfitter. Okay. land. See what it has to say. Yes. Okay. Okay. It's 45% from any random Polaris government, so whenever I land. There's a day hold off though. Bar. And basically it's flying around until I trigger it. See, technically each of these is, I don't think they actually are, to be honest. Let's go back to Moriharo and see if I get... Here we go. As you step off your ship, you catch a glance of deep auburn hair at the corner of your eye, and you turn to see Miranda step into the bar. As if she could somehow sense you looking, her eyes turn to meet yours. She makes her way over with a smile. "I'm glad I caught you," she exclaims, waggling her finger at you mock other. "Otherwise, I would have had to chase you all over the place to chat with you." "The council has decided," she informs you more seriously, "that they will send an envoy to meet with these rebels, as they call themselves. As in the recent years the Federation behavior has become increasingly disturbing, if nothing else. We might be able to learn of a few places to go and find out more about what is actually going on inside the Federation hierarchy. As there are no prizes for guessing who's the new ambassador," and there's no prizes for guessing who's the new ambassador, she continues, waving her finger again. "Unfortunately, the ambassador needs a lift, and she is wondering if you would be kind enough to offer her one." "Yep. Oh, thank you," she gushes with a sincere smile. "If you had said no, I would have had to force to try to get another pilot who has never been there before to help me out, and that could have turned into a very long trip. All we have to do," she explains simply, "is go to Rebel 2 in the Courier system, and the rebel leaders should meet us there. We have already sent a message to them telling them to expect us. From there, the plan is to gets a little more vague. Since we know next to nothing about them, we will have to play it by ear a little to see if what we can find out. Anyway, it's quite enough talk," she says firmly. "When do we leave?" Uh-huh. Okay. 1, 2, 6. Let's go there first. It's half. Okay, hold on a second. Let's land. And I need to check this. Okay, let's just check something. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go grab a few things. I will be back. Okay, so I'm back, and let's leave. I gotta go to, no, Korea. I want to see if there's a way up here. I think there is. I just don't remember how. I'm certain there is, I just don't remember how. At least, at the very least, if I need to, I can cloak, and it will regenerate my... Wrong key. Yeah, you don't have a clue where I am. And it's draining my shields, but it is still recharging my energy, which is fine. I think the pirate system's up there, so let's check. Not that one, that one. As soon as you exit your ship, General Smart steps forward and introduces himself, and the rest of the rebel leaders alongside him. You suddenly remember where you've seen him before, recalling back to the very early days of the last Auroran War, when the Federation was getting massacred due to the competence of its military leadership. It was only when General Smart took over the reins that the tide turned. And with some brilliant leadership, he saved the Federation from a potentially cataclysmic defeat. You're equally impressed by the men he introduces as the rest of the rebel leadership. In short order, you have shaken hands with Mr. Donald Schick, the former head of Sigma Shipyards, the largest corporation in known space, Professor Barry Williams, the former vice chancellor and lecturer in political history at the prestigious Kane University, Cardinal Vardy de Valera, Monsignor for Theological Studies in the Church of Kim Hua, and Dr. Aurelia Pentecost, a former Federation councilor representing Point Kane. After all the introductions are made, you are led into a large boardroom with a table surrounded by 8 chairs. In one of them sits a man operating a small computer terminal. He introduces you as Jeff Daniels and explains that his job is to make a recording of the meeting. After taking talking for several minutes, Miranda comes to us straight out and asks the other leaders what they're rebelling against and why. We are upset to the point of rebellion at the actions of the Bureau of Internal Investigations, explains Dr. Pentecost. They have usurped the power away from the democratically elected council, and they now run the Federation. We could list to you their criminal actions for hours, but I would suggest that you take a look through our library and go confirm it all for yourselves. Miranda nods and motions you over. Meet me in the bar in the morning, she whispers. I want to find out how sincere these rebels are, so I do snooping around and see what I can find out. Again, check, I don't... There we go, afterburner. I wanted an afterburner. That was what I wanted. Done. Meet her in the bar. You are somewhat surprised to see Miranda wander into the bar looking fresh, because you're fairly sure she spent most of the last night exploring the rebel station. Once again, she seems to react to your gaze and turns to meet your eyes before coming over. I want to get back to Killarley as soon as we can, she tells you, her voice far more urgent than her smiling face would indicate. Last night I had a look around, and everything I've seen tells me that these rebels are indeed genuine about their intentions, and about the accusations they have been made about this bureau. If this is all true, we will have to rethink our policies toward the Federation in a hurry. So let's take our download of their library, she tells you in a slightly louder voice, and say our farewells to our new friends. We're beginning to wonder about Miranda's abilities. She seems not only to be a consummate diplomat, but also a very capable spy. You shake your head and follow her as she leaves the bar. Miranda leads you to the conference room where you chatted with the rebel leaders yesterday. You see 5 of them and Jeff Daniels sitting in the discussion when you walk in. What you have told us is very disturbing, Miranda informs them without a preamble. We will be returning to Polaris space immediately to inform the Council of the events here, and they will no doubt begin investigating your allegations against the Bureau of Internal Investigations and the Federation in general. If, as a result of our investigations, we find your accusations are justified, we will recontact you and may offer you our support. That is all we could ever ask of you, replies Dr. Pentecost. Would you like a copy of our library file on the Bureau to aid in your research? I have already obtained a copy, Miranda shrugs their surprise. Our technology is more advanced than your own. Well, in that case, Dr. Pentecost replies politely, we thank you for taking your time to meet with us. And let's leave. Have to get to Kelly. Yeah, see, we're too together to see the things, but that's okay. Can I do it in 12? I don't think I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. And 8. Let's do that first. Let's go and do a quick run into Killery. 2. No, I need shift. 3, 4, 5. Done. I could probably have done it. Maybe with one weight. And land. You're met by Miss Andrea and the leaders of the 4 other casts. They are a danger? Asked Luso with a preamble in the musical Polaris tongue, which you are starting to get used to. I don't believe so, Miranda replies in a slightly deferential tone, but they may have revealed to us something else that is. And just what is this other hazard? Asked Miss Andrea, after looking at the leader of the warrior caste in rebuke for his lack of protocol and speaking first. He looked slightly chastened. The Federation, Miranda answers in the same deferential tone, or more specifically, the Bureau of Internal Investigation, which according to the rebels have taken over executive power within the Federation. In fact, they told us in no certain terms they were not rebelling against the Federation, but against this Bureau specifically. And you believe them? Asked Andrea with slightly narrowed eyes. Miranda nods. I will have to call an emergency recession of the Council, Miss Andrea continues thoughtfully. All case leaders will be asked to attend, and I would suggest that you all make every effort to do so, as we will be deciding on policies which may very well affect Polaris society for many centuries to come. And of course, she continues after turning to face you, once again we have to thank you for your role in this affair. You seem to be proving your worth as a friend to the Polaris people with an almost monotonous regularity. It would almost seem that you are somehow always the one who manages to be there when we have need of somebody outside of our normal patterns of knowledge. This time the 3 case leaders jerked their heads slightly in surprise. Both Miranda and Luso nod their heads, scrutinizing you thoughtfully. I have made sure, continues Bissandra, that a sizable sum of money has been transferred into your account to use as you will. Know that you have my thanks. So that was 250 grand. They still haven't given me full access to things. That's annoying. Yeah, it's there. So, I don't think this will do anything, but I still want to see if I can get stuff. Um, um, really see, yeah. Leave. And let's make some jumps. Hold on a second. I don't know what I did. But apparently I opened my email. Whatever. Bar maybe? Nope. Crap. Oh, there it is. See, I can then sell this one and buy this one. See, there it is. I guess I saw it out there at some point in time. By mistake? I don't know. Let's go and sell this one and buy this one. For $500,000, I upgrade my. Functionally, it's no different. I want to see if I can go like this. It's right there. I want to go. Outfitter. I want to see if a fusion reactor doesn't really change that. However, it really does seem to make that go faster. And yeah, I know where I could get those too, but it's much longer run and doesn't give as much. Basically, I'm wandering around to try to trigger the 60% chance for the next mission. And checking in vain to see if anything has changed. Let's just go see about that. Actually, let's go. want to see what these are. So abandoned stations. Not that I think I'm stuck anywhere, but so let's actually do some missions. Not that I think it's going to make a difference, but leave. When you step off your ship, you are slightly surprised to see Miranda standing not more than 30 meters from you, chatting to a similarly sable-garbed man. You again get the eerie feeling when both Miranda and her fellow Mohari turn to meet your gaze, as if they have somehow sensed your eyes on them. Miranda grins and makes her way over. "How's everything going?" she asks carefully. You mutter something noncommittal, to which he laughs before turning back to her companion. Never met anyone quite so close-mouthed before. "This is Muevlin," she continues, indicating her fellow Mohari. "Muevlin, this is, we'll call you Orihara for now." You cannot help but notice that not only Muevlin, but several of the members of the worker caste in the area look surprised when Miranda introduces you as Orihara. "Muevlin needs to get to Port Kane in the Cania system," Miranda tells you without further explanation. "Can you get him there?" Yes, I can. "If you haven't already guessed," Miranda explained seriously, "we are sending out feelers into the Federation to see if we can turn up anything on this bureau. The sooner we can get people in place, the better." Miranda starts to get up to leave, but you stop her with one word. "Orihara?" you ask quietly. Evelyn grins slightly and looks away, but Miranda looks at you for a moment, obviously contemplating something. "If you're going to be moving around in the Federation," she explains, somehow sadly, "you will need to be known by something other than your birth name, to protect your identity in the event that any of our people are caught, and somehow I think the name will come to fit you better the longer you wear it." As she walks away, you realize that her somewhat cryptic response brought up more questions than it answered. "So, when do we go?" asked Evelyn, breaking the train of thought and bringing you back to the present. Okay. And did not add anything. No, it did not matter. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. That's how far I can go safely. And Edford doesn't have. Why not? Let's buy that. I don't need to be tracked by any missiles. And it's not exactly expensive. Okay, 1, 2, 3, done. That's what you basically have to do. And not get in the way of anything that decides to shoot at you. Yeah, I know. I want to drive them off. Realistically, what I want to do. They don't have a freaking clue where I am. Over the course of the flight, you get to know Muevlin quite well, learning a lot about his life and the life of the Mohari in general. He tells you that the word Mohari literally translates to servants of all, but that the Mohari themselves think of it as meaning casteless, as they are the casteless caste. You learn that Muevlin originally trained as a Varash in his youth, but failed the final test to become a fully fledged member, so began his training as a Mohari. You're very surprised to hear that it took him slightly more than 5 decades to complete the training to finally become a Mahari. But when he tells you that he had to train to be conversant in physics, chemistry, laboring, engineering, biology, medicine, all forms of trade, mathematics, soldiery, mechanics, police work, intelligence and counterintelligence, law, diplomacy, all forms of combat, you begin to realize why, but no Mahari ever goes out on to master any particular discipline. Oddly enough, the Mahari serve as judges of the Polaris, so that disagreements cannot get out of hand, as they did that at the start of the Polaris Civil War several centuries ago. It surprises you to hear someone speak so sadly of having to stand in judgment over their peers. It seems to you that the Mahari have a deep-seated sense of shame at their shortcomings, and that being placed above other Polarians. Perhaps this, and the fact that any Mahari must give aid to any other Polaris if asked. In fact, many Mahari spend their lives wandering around Polaris space, helping out wherever they can. Was the intentional effort on the part of the people who originally created the Mahari to keep them from ever abusing their position of power within Polaris society. Meet me in the bar in a few hours, Melvin tells you after thanking you for your help in getting him to the Federation. I need to make contact with other Mohari pros here before I can give you a return message to take back to Moraharo. Okay. What can I get in the outfitter that I can't get elsewhere? Anything I want in this is the question. I go to the bar. After wandering the station for a few hours, you enter the bar, and after a couple of moments peer around, you spot the jet black hair and light blue eyes of Muevlin, sitting at a table not far from the door, wearing casual Federation-style clothes. Tell Miranda that I have made contact, she says after You exchange greetings, and that so far nobody has heard of anything detrimental about this bureau, but plenty about these rebels. But we will continue looking into the situation more deeply, rather than relying on media reports for our intelligence. Also pass on that in all probability, he continues quietly, I will have to call for further Mohari to be brought to the Federation in the future, to liaise with Mohari in different areas of the Federation space. And finally, he finishes sincerely, I wanted to thank you again for your help. You're becoming known throughout Polaris space as someone that can be turned to at any time for help, Orihara. As he shakes your hands, you ask him if he can tell you anything about the name Miranda gave you. There's something of a legend behind you now, he smiles quietly, rising from his seat, and there's an even bigger legend behind the word Orihara. But I do not think that it is my place to inform you of it, and I doubt that any Polaris will do so for similar reasons. Do not worry, he tells you in his reserved manner. In time, the legend of Orihara will be revealed to you, and you will understand how much it means, and why you now wear the name you do. As he walks away, you shake your head, realizing that without saying much, Morevlin has raised your curiosity even further about the name that you've been given. It appears that there is some sort of story behind the name Orihara, and that somehow it can be applied to you. You shake your head again, deciding to ask about it further when you get to your destination. Yeah, let's get down to the middle of that. That's not too bad. Five, 6, 8, 9, dip. Oh, yeah. Oops. I guess that passenger went on a little bit longer trip than intended. That's why it's very hay. This is very hay. Oh, because that's very hay. The other one's. Oh, isn't it? More hurry. And let's land. You step off your vessel to be greeted by a young woman wearing the normal back roads of Mohari, but with a gray color. I am Neela, she introduces herself shyly. Yes, that's because she does not have a Mu prefix of the gray color, and it signifies that she has not yet finished her training to become a full Muhari. Miranda told me to wait for you when she was called away to serve elsewhere. She told me that you would have a message. You look at her for a long moment before passing on the information from Evelyn. I'll make sure that Miranda receives this information, Neela says to you seriously. She asked me to pass on her thanks and said that you should check the mission BBSs, because if more Mohari need to be taken to the Federation space, she will post news of it there. As she walks away, you cannot help but smile at Miranda's absence. You wonder if she somehow arranged to be elsewhere so that she would not have to avoid answering your questions about being called Orihara. So, oh god. Okay, so fortunately at this point I have to go wander around Polaris space again. This is probably not the best place, but let's go see if I can do some small runs of this to make a little money. The DBS is one done. And yeah, this one is the okay, trade center. I know it's equipment. Why? This is just about a waste of time. 1.82. I have a feeling this is going to be pretty pointless, but we will try it. Trade 5. So 30,000. Okay. It's slightly better than the best one of these. As a round trip, I think it's... Actually, I mean slightly worse. Like, let us go see. That's really funny. I could do an equipment run right here. See, these are the small, and that's even more of a waste of time because it's less than the 10,000, less than 1,000. Make it less than 10,000 profit, but it's done. Let's see, that's a 25, and we go like so. Accept. Let's see if we can get anything else from here. I didn't think so, but it's actually fairly rare to get. Like it's much easier to get same planet. go do that first. I didn't think so. That was fast. That was very fast. Yeah, he's telling me 100,000 credits. Mission BBS, there's no missions. Nothing new, why do I keep looking? Let us go and head back to somewhere that I might actually get a... And a mission BBS. There we go. Attention Orihara. More evidence has been covered by Muevlin and his team. Unfortunately, it requires another Morihari to be sent to a different part of the Federation to follow up on it. Followed up. Except, message from Miranda. Muevlin has managed to pass on information where I believe that requires another Morihari to be transferred to Earth in the Sol System to follow it up. I have chosen Muyana to do the job. She is currently located in Aroso in the Buscohera system. She will provide you with any further details you need. She is over there. No. There. Leave. Done. Yeah, keep jumping. No, I'm not landing on the lifeless planet. I'm landing on the planet that will refuel me. After going through your post-flight routine, you head out of your ship to meet this Milana. You start to worry when 20 minutes pass and she fails to show. After an hour, you're about to try calling the port authorities to see if they can locate her, when a short, slim woman with a messy blonde hair walks up dragging a bag full of what appears to be clothes. Hi, she smiles, greeting. I'm Muyana. Sorry I'm late, but Avarash asked me to help him out with an experiment, and it took a bit longer than he anticipated. You're about to tell her that she should have told the Rash that what she was required elsewhere, but then you remember that no Morihari can refuse to help if asked. So although she was probably agonizing over it, her social conditioning as Morihari probably prevented her from saying any such thing. Instead, you just smile and wave it away, telling her that it does not matter. After helping her on board, you head back up to the cockpit to start prepping your ship for the long flight. Oh, long flight. Fair enough. Probably this way is faster. Um,